Hey everyone, it's Marla. I am here today to do the next section of Operation Organization. I am going to be tackling my kitchen pantry area. So stay tuned to see what I have done. I don't have one of those luxurious like pantries, but I do have some space. If you don't have a pantry, but you have a cabinet, kind of more of what I have, this is going to be great for you because I'm using products that I have from around the house to help organize. And then I'm going to show you my Mary Poppins closet at another time. Okay, so here is my pantry, I guess cabinet. When you take a look at it, it's kind of got a funky angle. It's not perfectly, I guess, smooth. It kind of gives you the sharp section where it narrows out. So what I've done is taken all of the appliances that I had up at the top here, moved them to another section, and I'm starting to empty out the cabinets. And don't judge, we have lots of crap in here. But I decided to keep my KitchenAid down at the bottom because it's heavy and bulky and not easy for me to lift and move from other areas. So that's gonna live there. And the shelves are adjustable. However, they are adjusted to the best that I could because some of them are pretty stuck in there since we moved in. I also bought this extra piece a long time ago and it's going to probably stay. So let me turn this off and get cleaning and then I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. All right, so I'm not one that likes to buy a lot of things or spend money in general, right? Better things to do than constantly spend money and waste things. So these jars came in super handy. They used to be at my mom's house at one point. I think even my grandma may have had them. I have used these jars for so long. So if you have any of these like self-sealing jars, they're great. I actually have sweetened shredded coconut in this one. I just took a little Post-it label, stuck it on there, and put things in these jars. That way I don't have to waste space with packaging. I can recycle the packaging. And then also a long time ago, they came with these little spoon holder spots. I have no idea where those spoons went, but I am sure I have something laying around the house that I could put in there. Also, I have things that I use more regularly in a clear version. That way I can see them as they run low. I'll know to go and replace them. Again, if you notice, there's a little spot on the side. At some point I had a spoon to that, or maybe it got eaten up in the garbage disposal. But if you have your spoons, keep them in there. It's super helpful to keep everything sanitary. And let's see, let's flip this over and let me see what else. Again, look, success. I have one with the spoon. Here's the gluten-free flour. I have it in the clear. That way I know when it runs low, if I need to go buy it. Just a good hack for you guys to have in mind. Okay, so there is my pantry. I think it looks pretty good now. What I did was I added a really cool little basket there. Storage bin inside has all kinds of baking things that my kids might want to use. And then we have breakfast items along with, like what I showed you earlier, all the different jars. And then below I have one of these guys for the cans. However, I do find this a little bit difficult and challenging, but because I don't buy a lot of canned goods, I don't need much and I don't need to remember what I have really because it's just a few things. And then I chose to put some of these guys into Tupperwares. They're just snacks. These ones are glass. And this one has like pumpkin seed. And then I have one somewhere with almonds. I utilized this that I had from my last house. It actually is a little extra shelf drawer deal. In here is just like popcorn, hot chocolate, things for the kids that they might want. And then below I moved my bread box into here because it was taking up a lot of my counter space. We've got our huge snack bag. I know Chris and the kids like to have snacks for school. Outside of just fruit and veggies, those are kind of like the guilty pleasures. And as we move lower down, I found 2 of these random little containers that I had left over in my house. And I just thought they were great. All the pastas that we're using are here. However, I do go to Costco, so I do have a huge pantry / Mary Poppins closet full of like the Costco size stuff, which I'll show you in another video. But here's what I bring to the front. Some extra odd kind of things that I would use more regularly. My KitchenAid mixer, and then in this one I chose to put the lid so I could throw a couple things on top later, but basically these are all the things that I use that are extra. So like extra almond flour, probably I think in here there's like different kinds of sweeteners and pancake mixes and things. Most of the time the kids or Chris doesn't even need anything in here, so it's just kind of like my own little corner. And then let's do that look one more time. It's pretty good. I just have one thing I'm waiting for to come in, and I think it's pretty much just, where do I put all their little like snack candies, which realistically they don't get and have that much candy, but I'm just waiting for a cute little jar to come in so I can put it right up on top, which I'll show you guys when it arrives, and I will show you what it looks like.